Swung on and missed. Strike three. 98-degree heat on this Monday night non-league affair at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. And a strikeout on the breaking ball for Bo Kearns. Caden Parker, the batter. Caden is in center field. Alex Soule, the cleanup hitter at first base. Josh Manser batting fifth at third base. Nicholas Lorenza hitting sixth and left. Bo's first pitch is a strike to Caden Parker. 0-1 the count. Kobe Welty batting seventh and catching. Spencer Siegel hitting eighth and left. No relation to our Seagulls or the Seagulls involved in ownership with the Raptors and Northwest Star Academy. The strike one pitch is in there. Strike two. 0-2 the count to Caden Parker. So it's Spencer Siegel, S-I-E-G-E-L, batting eighth in left field. Jonas Salk. Yes, Jonas Salk, batting ninth at shortstop. Yes, he's related. Bo delivers and misses a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bo Kearns and Luca DiPaolo, the Knights battery. Tanner's getting started on a hot Monday night, 98 degrees at first pitch time. The strike two pitch, a line drive base hit to center field. Ethan Lovelace backs up, plays it on a hop. Solid single to center for Alex Soule, the second hit of the inning. That'll bring to the plate Josh Manser, right-hand hitter out of Clark College. 2 on, 2 out. Manser coming up. Kearns and DiPaolo with Smith, Kennel, Darby, and Quinn around the infield. Logan Johnstone in left, Ethan Lovelace in center, Brady Lavoie in right. The first pitch popped up on the left side. Going out is Xander Darby. Xander calling in shallow left center, and Xander makes the catch. No runs, 2 hits, a couple of strikeouts, and 2 left in this exhibition game at Goss. The Northwest Nighthawks nothing. And the Corvallis Knights coming up back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Fisher Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Corvallis.
1240 Joe Radio.
It really doesn't matter much. The swing feels good. Tiger Woods once said, and Jim Rome played it back 8 million times, the swing I feel good, the swing feels good, the course looks good. Something to that effect for the great Tiger. Well, the swing looked good there. Logan Johnstone hits it out. And now Tyler Quinn, the batter, he lifts one foul past the Omaha room and out of play. 0-1 the count to Tyler. I like my chances. Yeah, that's it. That's what Rome used to. He would play, the course looks good, my swing feels good. I like my chances. Trying to suggest that there was something robotic in the approach in the early days of the phenomenon of Tiger. Tyler takes high from Nico Guevara. The 1-1 pitch, a line drive to right field. Nick Lorenza is right there to make the catch. 1 away in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Knights on the Logan Johnstone leadoff homer. Xander Darby strides to the plate. So it's Johnstone in left leading off for the Knights. Tyler Quinn at third base in the 2-hole. Xander Darby at the plate at shortstop batting third. Brady Lavoie, the cleanup hitter, in right. Guevara to the plate. Ground ball sharply off the knee and glove of Soule. Overhands to first, not in time. Alex Soule, the first baseman, not fielding the sharply hit ball cleanly, and Xander Darby aboard on the error on Soule, and Brady Lavoie will come to the plate. Tanner Smith batting 5th and left. Eli Kennel hitting 6th at second base. Luca DiPaolo batting 7th and catching. Kyle Casperson hitting 8th, the DH. Ethan Lovelace batting 9th in center. And Bo Kearns, pitching coach for the Knights. Outstanding young man, an educator and coach and teacher that he, along with Coach Yoon, works with so very well and closely. Put up a scoreless top of the inning. The Knights with a 1-0 lead. Brady Lavoie taking a first pitch strike from Nico Guevara. The strike one pitch missing. That evens the count at 1-1. A throw to first base. Xander Darby back to the bag. It's not for nothing that we use the phrase, come enjoy the cool of the evening at Goss. It is 98 degrees. Yes, it's true. But we are sitting in the shadows here, the shade provided by the various structures and the fact that we're approaching 7 o'clock, and it's comfortable where we sit. There's still some folks soaking up the sun adjacent to the night, the third base line. Line drive caught by Jonas Salk at shortstop. Jonah looks back to first. Xander Darby scrambles back. Brady Lavoie an out. 2 down, bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Knights. And Tanner Smith will be the hitter. Tanner, a big part of the Knights' drive to their 5th consecutive West Coast League championship last summer. Xander Darby goes. The throw from catcher Kobe Welty sails into center field. No error. Darby will hold at second with the stolen base. And Tanner has a chance for a run batted in here with the Knights up 1-0. Jonas Salk, when I said, as we talked about Jonas, the shortstop who just caught the line drive, yes, he's related. You have to imagine that Jonas has been asked that countless times. And when I went through the roster and saw Jonas Salk, I happened to ask the coach, Casey Dyer, do you know if he's related? And Jonas happened to be walking by as I asked the question. The pitch to Tanner Smith missing in the count, 3-0. Meanwhile, Eli Kennel on deck. Out of the stretch works Nico Guevara. The 3-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 3-1. And Jonas Salk walked by, heard me ask, and said, yes, I am. A distant cousin. Very distant, I would dare say. The 3-1 pitch to Tanner is high for ball 4. In 1955, his work came to fruition and to publicity and was hailed as a miracle worker, but indeed what Jonas Salk has contributed to the world, a great thing. And a descendant of Jonas and related distantly, Jonas Salk is the shortstop tonight for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Eli Kennel, a fly ball to right field. Nicholas Lorenza moves over to make the catch to retire the side. Logan Johnstone led off the inning with a homer to right. The Knights leave 2 at the end of 1. The Knights 1 and the Nighthawks nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor. Part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori
Make this a
specials.
2 also,
Evergreen
please,
Indian
just so we can
Restaurant
get
is
caught
open
up.
for
Make
takeout
this a
orders
2,
from
please.
11:30 to
Got it.
2:30
Thank you.
p.m. And open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Do you ever experience headaches, or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bo Kearns working on Nicholas Lorenza and makes quick work of the right-hand hitting left fielder. Strikes him out on an 0-2 pitch, chased in the turf. The throw from Luca DiPaolo down to Tanner Smith is in time. One away, the third strikeout for Bo. The Knights leading 1-0 on the strength of Logan Johnstone's solo homer last inning. The 1-0 fastball to Kobe Welty, swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Bo Kearns went to Lewiston High School, was a multi-sport athlete there on the football team, a quarterback, a wide receiver, a defensive back. He misses and now comes back with a 2-1 pitch, hit foul into the alley, and the count 2-2. From Lewiston High School, he went on to Wenatchee Valley College for 2 years, finished at Lewis Clark State, was an MVP in the NAIA World Series, high and inside. The 1-0 pitch from Bo, a strike, and the count 1-1. 1-0 Knights, top of the second. Bo works quickly, delivers a line drive off his glove. In fact, knocked the glove down, barehanded by Darby, and Darby's throw pulls Tanner Smith off the bag, and Spencer Siegel is aboard. Now, Bo did a nice job to get some leather on the exact delineation or heritage, descent, how you're descended and who's related to who, and he kept Jonas Salk, said distant cousins. That's about all I can tell you. He takes down and away, ball 2-0. Jonas swings and misses, and the count 2-1. But it is an honor to have one of the great contributors to our world from the 20th century. Those were all done in Eugene in the last couple of weeks at the Worlds. The fielder's choice goes 6-4, and that's it for the Northwest Star Nighthawks in the second.
Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Nico Guevara's first pitch in the bottom of the second inning, hit sharply by Luca DiPaolo on one hop to Josh Manser at third. Josh straightens up and gets something into the throw, fires a strike across the diamond to Alex Sewell. One pitch, one away. Kyle Casperson, the designated hitter, the batter. Guevara's first pitch missing to Kyle. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 1-0 Knights against the Nighthawks in this exhibition affair. Hot Monday night in Corvallis. Casperson, a fly ball down the right field line. A long run for the first baseman, Alex Sewell. He doesn't catch it, and then the ball appeared to glance off the body of the right fielder charging, Nicholas Lorenza. And I think it did go off of Nick's person, but for a moment I thought it might have gone off his chin or up around his face somewhere. But he's walking back to right field, no worse for wear, and evidently the ball did, perhaps after it was missed by Soule, glance off of the chest of the right fielder, so all is well. The 1-2 pitch to Casperson, that hits Kyle, no doubt about that. That certainly got Casperson's person, and he heads down to first, getting hit by Nico Guevara, an incoming freshman at Clark College. Ethan Lovelace, the batter. Ethan has a look at Brooke Knight, coaching at third. Ed Nags, coaching at first. Bo Kearns, a player coach tonight. The pitch on the way, and Ethan drills it to deep right field, to the track, to the fence. So long! Ethan Lovelace jumps on the first pitch. A 2-run home run to dead right, and the Knights lead it 3-0. Ethan following the example of Logan Johnstone, a left-handed hitter who powered one over the right field fence last inning. So the Knights doing a nice job. Big smile on Ethan's face. He got into that one. Good-looking swing. 3-0 Corvallis. And that'll bring to the plate Logan Johnstone, who homered to lead off the bottom of the first inning. On this hot Monday night, and one of the primary differences when you get heat along these lines, 98 degrees at game time, there is no breeze, as you know, oftentimes, and thanks to Jim Munford and his handmade leather paperweights. I'm usually scrambling for those and binoculars and a cell phone and books that I have in my little bag that was once spilled along the canal in Indianapolis. Anyway, I'm always trying to, get weights on these papers and things that I don't have taped down that I need to have in my hands, in and out of my hands as the game goes. Won't be needing any of those tonight, I don't think. There's barely a breeze rippling the flag out in left center field, but we're not feeling it right here, I can assure you. Logan Johnstone takes a 1-0 pitch high for ball two. 3-0 Knights in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-0 pitch missing for ball three. 3-0 to Logan. Tyler Quinn on deck. Nico Guevara to the plate, and Johnstone green lighted. 3-0. Doesn't get the kind of swing you would ideally like to get. The pitch was down and in. It was kind of a check swing, and he went around completely. The count 3-1. Now he takes a strike, and Guevara trying to come all the way back. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Nico Guevara. 3-0 Knights. Nico working quickly and misses outside for ball 4. The second walk that he's issued. Tyler Quinn will be the hitter. The Knights continue the homestand tomorrow night against the Springfield Drifters. Will travel to the Hamlin Sports Recreation Complex on Wednesday and then be back here to complete the homestand Thursday before a sojourn to Walla Walla. So tonight, tomorrow night, and again on Thursday, the Knights continuing the homestand. They've been red hot, winners of 8 straight to move back into first place in the South Division. Portland was 11-1, and I'm sure the Pickles have to be wondering, what do we have to do to... And they may still yet win it, we understand that, but they were 11-1, but did not hold the lead long. The Knights just came off a sweep of the Pickles and are all alone in first place in the South after winning the first half. The 1-0 pitch to Tyler Quinn in the turf. Ball 2, 2-0. 3-0 Knights, bottom of the second. None of the results tonight. The game doesn't count in the standings. The statistics don't count. The runner goes, and a perfectly executed hit and run, base hit to right. Racing into third is Logan Johnstone on the single to right by Tyler Quinn for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. But it is clear that it's flexible because he sends his son, Brooks Dyer, out for the visit here. Casey Dyer, a former assistant at Clark, now an educator and coach in the Portland School District. And his son, Brooks, heading back into the dugout, but with Nico Guevara. No balls and a strike. Xander aboard on an error last inning. The Knights have muscled up tonight. A solo homer last inning from Logan Johnstone. A 2-run homer here in the second from Ethan Lovelace. The strike one breaking ball is in there. A delayed steal by Tyler Quinn. No throw from the catcher Kobe Welty. In the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Darby. Guevara works from the windup with runners at second and third. Xander, a high fly to left. Spencer Siegel dealing with the sun, lost the ball. It lands in between Siegel and the shortstop Jonas Salk, and 2 runs will score. Brady Lavoie will come to the plate. That is tough, a tough play this time of night for any left fielder, no matter how experienced, skilled, adept at trying to deal with the sun at this hour. And for Spencer Siegel, I would suggest that it's probably the first time he's ever played left field in a ball game here in this ballpark at this hour of the night. Here's a 2-hopper off the bat of Brady Lavoie, and I think Jonas Salk lost that in the sun, and it goes by him into left center field. Coming around to score is Xander Darby, and the Knights lead it 6-1 with the sun playing havoc. You had Paulie and Rocky talking about working in the meat locker. To quote the eloquent Burt Young, plays hell with the joints, he said. Well, with apologies to and a paraphrase of, the sun plays heck with the eyes here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. A fly ball lost in the sun and a 2-bounder lost by Jonas Salk. That same sun bearing down Knights. They've scored 5 here in the inning and doing a nice job just taking control of this exhibition game here early. The 2-1 pitch to Tanner misses for ball 3. There is a right-hander throwing. It could be Holden Garcia, who is one of the incoming freshmen to a D1 program, and in fact a very good one in Cal Poly. The pitch to Tanner, belted to left field. Spencer Siegel can't see it off the bat. He sees it now land on top of the hitting struck. Division in college baseball, it can happen where a team, an NAIA school or D2 school or so on, can come in and beat a high-quality D1 program. Eli Kennel slices one down the left field line in the corner foul on a 1-0 pitch from Nico Guevara, and the count 1-1. But while that does happen on occasion, what we're seeing tonight is essentially and it's remarkable, isn't it, the difference. These young men for the Northwest Star Nighthawks, good ball players, they didn't quite make the varsity, so to speak, of the Ridgefield Raptors. They're not a direct affiliate, but they certainly are part of the family of ball clubs run by Wade Siegel and Tony Bonacci in Southwest Washington baseball, overseeing the Northwest Star Academy, the Ridgefield Raptors, the Northwest Star Nighthawks, the Cowlitz Black Bears. And there is some reciprocity within roster movement, but these are not the guys that have made, quote-unquote, the big club. Breaking ball to Eli Kennel taken, strike 3 called. 2 down in the inning. And Luca DiPaolo, who started the inning swinging at the first pitch and grounded out, comes to the plate. The Knights have scored 7 runs in the inning and lead it 8-0. And I guess, what I'm getting at is the Knights are getting some swings in this ball game that they don't usually see, no matter how good they are, and they are, no matter how hot they are, and they are. They've won 8 straight. They're not getting the kinds of swings in West Coast League games that we've seen already here tonight. Just being able to extend the arms, muscle up, and drive it. It's fun to watch. And that, this exhibition game they've taken seriously, obviously, and are doing a great job here early, leading 8-0. DiPaolo, a line drive to left. Siegel negotiates the sun this time, moves over, and makes the catch to retire the side, and Luca DiPaolo a bit of an escape hatch in the inning as he makes 2 of the 3 outs. And the Knights score 7 in the inning. Hit a pair of 2-run home runs. After 2, the Knights 8 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound.
When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding?
I'll do it, but not today.
I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today.
Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Planning in Oregon State.
Hangover helper or double trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, snacks, and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
12-4. Third inning, Bo Kearns is first. Let's get ready to play the Springfield Drifters in returning to West Coast League action. 6:35 here tomorrow about what it felt like to be back. And when it last was that he pitched over. An old Diz anecdote coming your way as we roll through tonight. This warm Monday in the Mid-Valley, the Knights commensurate at the plate. They're hot, 3 homers, and after 2.5, an 8-0 lead over the Northwest Star Nighthawks on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need
a West Coast League championship? Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time,
we go to the bottom of the third inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The Knights leading by a score of 8-0. Brady Malitz's sister Mackenzie is in the ballpark tonight with Dalton. They made the drive out here from South Jordan, Utah, and their first ever trip to the Beaver State. So they are blessed among people to get to come to the state of Oregon. After so many years calling games here, you end up kind of seeing everybody and getting a feel for where people sit and how many games they come to. A new pitcher, I think, in the ball game as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Steve Kovac is indeed in the game, and Kovac drills Kyle Casperson. That's 2 plate appearances. So they are out here to support Brady and perhaps get a chance to see him pitch before their stay is over. A throw to first base, and Kyle Casperson back to the bag. Ethan Lovelace at the plate with the Knights in command in the bottom of the third, taking charge of a game that, again, has no meaning for the standings or the statistics. Breaking ball slipping out of the hand of Kovac high and away. The count 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. The Knights leading 8-0. But it's good to see that the Knights have come to the plate tonight with an aggressive approach. They've hit 3 home runs and they're playing good baseball. Ethan Lovelace backs away from a breaking ball inside that nearly got him too. The count goes to 3-1. Logan Johnstone on deck. Brooke Knight will probably, in this game with this kind of lead early, I think he'll shut down the run game. The 3-1 pitch is high for ball 4. And down to first base goes Ethan Lovelace. So an inauspicious beginning for the Steve Kovac outing. Unassisted to the pitcher. It's not a sacrifice for Johnstone because he swung away, but he accomplishes the important task of moving the runners. Casperson to third, Lovelace to second, Tyler Quinn the batter. Kovac works out of the stretch and comes to the plate. A ground ball back at third, a diving stop by Manser. Gets up, throws a one-hopper across the diamond. Played by Soul for the out at first. Excellent play by Josh. No balls in one strike to Xander. A board on an error and then had a bloop double. Lost in the sun. Spencer Siegel losing the ball in the sun, and he is dealing with it again out there with each pitch. He doesn't even bring the glove down during the pitch. He held his gloved hand up as Steve Kovac was getting the sign, as Kovac was delivering, and it's up shielding the sun right now. It's a night off from the rigors of West Coast League play, and they're enjoying themselves. The 2-2 pitch, Darby swings and hits it foul to the left, heading towards the Jack Riley concourse. The ball bounces just beyond the Gary Baker dugout and back into the top row of the upper grandstand on the left. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Xander Darby, who has hit in good fortune tonight. A board on an error and the sun double between Siegel and Jonas Salk. The 2-2 pitch is high and away, ball 3, 3-2. Less than 25 years after the release of Jonas Salk's vaccine, domestic transmission of polio had been eliminated in the United States. What an unbelievably great contribution to this country and to the world. And Jonas founded the Salk Institute for Biological Studies in La Jolla, California, not long thereafter. Ground ball back at first, a fair ball fielded by Soul. He throws a one-hopper by Kovac covering. Safe at first is Darby. He's finding interesting ways to get aboard. He'll get a base hit and a run batted in here, I think. And he will. That's 3 RBIs for Xander. Coming down the line to score is Ethan Lovelace. And the Knights lead it 10-0. Brady Lavoie, the batter, has lined out and been aboard on an error. Steve Kovac set. Delivers to Brady. Hammers it deep to left field beyond the TNT Builders party deck. And long and foul. No balls and a strike to Brady Lavoie. Back at it tomorrow, back in league play, the Springfield Drifters. In Springfield Wednesday, back here Thursday, 90-degree days expected all week long. Today may have been the high mark of the week, 98 in Corvallis. No balls and a strike to Brady Lavoie. Brady backs away and takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Steve Kovac. We expect to see Holden Garcia pitch tonight for these Northwest Star Nighthawks. The 1-1 pitch, a line drive at the shortstop, Jonas Salk, who makes the catch. The inning is over. But the Knights keep it rolling. They score 2 more here in the third. And after 3, the Knights 10 and the Nighthawks nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? you qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veterans Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veterans Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights 10 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The Northwest Star Nighthawks, no runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors. The first pitch here in the top of the 4th inning, delivered by Bo Kearns, a ground ball to third. Tyler Quinn fields cleanly and throws across to Tanner Smith. The first pitch of the inning leads to an out from Alex Soul, who had singled in his first at-bat. And now Josh Manser, who's played some excellent defense tonight. Josh takes low, ball 1, 1-0. Bo back to the plate. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. The count 1-1. Bo Kearns has gone all the way, and he's looked good. The young man out of Lewiston High School out tomorrow prior to the game with the Drifters and have him on as a pre-game show guest. I haven't done that yet this summer. We did last year have him on, I believe, up at the Rourke. So I look forward to talking to Bo about this night for him and what it all meant. 3-2 pitch is fouled back. It remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. In 1947, Jerome Hanna Dean, old Dizzy Dean, was a broadcaster for the St. Louis Browns. The 3-2 pitch on the way, pop foul towards Urchin Alley and out of play. It remains 3-2. And Dizzy was giving the Browns pitchers the business about their bad pitch selection, the walks, the home runs allowed, just how bad they were doing. The 3-2 pitch is pop foul just below our vantage point, and the fans scatter. The ball rolls toward Dalton and McKenzie, and they defer to a youngster who gathers a souvenir. And the count stays 3 balls and 2 strikes to Manser. Well, a couple of the Browns players, pitchers in particular, took umbrage, took exception to old Diz calling them out on the radio. The 3-2 pitch, a fly ball to shallow right field. Brady Lavoie moves in to make the catch, 2 down. Brady appeared at first glance to not read it well off the bat, but then he found it and catches it. Nicholas Lorenza, the batter. And so they challenged Diz. Well, what, do you think it's easy? You think you can do better? And Diz said, yeah, I could. Now, Diz, I'm not sure. I think he was out of the game. I mean, he's certainly been out of the game. I'm not sure what his last year in Major League Baseball was. Maybe 1941. I think it had been 6 years since he'd pitched. A little bit a la Bo here tonight. The first pitch to Lorenza missing for ball 1, 1-0. Lorenza pops one up on the right side. Eli Kennel backpedaling, defers to Brady Lavoie, who comes in and catches that, and the inning is over. And I will tell you how Dizzy's outing, I'm just basing it all off of memory and what I've read, went, but like Bo Kearns's, it went well as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Knights 10 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Albin at Albin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional
Leading by a score of 10-0. Steve Kovac getting ready to make the first pitch to Tanner, who was walked and blasted a 2-run home run. Tanner backs away and takes ball 1, 1-0. Now, I think Bill Veck owned the Browns in 47, so the late, great Hall of Famer Bill Veck could smell a good promotion from far, far away. So I think he encouraged Diz to take the Browns players up on their umbrage at being called out by Diz on the radio. Tanner swings in the count 1-1. Tanner drives the 1-1 pitch to deep left field. Siegel looks up and says, "So long again." Tanner Smith, his second home run in as many at-bats, and the Knights lead it 11-0. And again, Tanner's a good hitter. He had a game-winning home run at Cal during the spring. He had a big home run in the ensuing series at Nevada to win a wild extra inning game. Tanner Smith has good power and good pop. He can hit balls out against D1 pitching, Pac-12 pitching, but he's teeing off here tonight in this exhibition game. A pair of home runs for Tanner. None of them count in the standings or in the official stats, but the swings nevertheless feel good, and the Knights having a good time leading 11-0, their fourth homer of the evening. Eli takes high and away to the backstop, in fact, from Kovac. 1-0 the count. Eli has flied to right and struck out looking. Old Diz might have stayed in, but he even showed him how to do it at the plate. So 4 scoreless for Dizzy, and that spot start showing the Browns pitchers how to do it. And for the most part, he did. Came out prematurely. The 3-1 pitch to Eli's a strike. Kennel had started to take off his protective pad on his front foot and was in that laborious process ready to run down to first when the home plate umpire, Skylar Sandusky, I believe, kind of a delayed call, said strike 2. So Eli's still up there, 3-2 the count. Now it's ball 4, and Eli can return to the activity, taking the pad off and trotting down to first. A solo homer for Tanner Smith to open the inning. Eli Kennel draws a walk, and now Luca DiPaolo the batter. 11-0 Knights in the fourth. Now that's all from memory. You could probably look up Dizzy Dean pitches for St. Louis Browns and get chapter and verse and detail far more accurately than how I just dispensed it. Breaking ball to DiPaolo is high, ball 1. I will probably do that myself just to check up. The 1-0 pitch, big rip by Luca, fouls it back. Luca made 2 outs in the second inning, grounded to third to open the inning, flied to left to end the inning in an inning where the Knights scored 7. They now lead it 11-0 in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch to Luca, breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count 1-2. Steve Kovac following Nico Guevara. Eli draws a throw and gets back. I think we'll see a little less aggressiveness on the bases than we usually do with a Brook Knight coach club. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Luca DiPaolo. He rips one foul. Past the Knights dugout, it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Old Diz himself was a great storyteller. A prevaricator, I'm sure at times too, but that's one of those things you could look up, and I will. The 3-2, almost Ephus-type curveball, misses high and inside, ball 4. And Luca DiPaolo down to first. Kyle Casperson will come to the plate. Now, Kyle is hoping perhaps to get a pitch to hit. Now, Dan Siegel has informed me, and I'm glad to see this is true. I didn't realize this, Dan. Thank you. All non-league stats are kept. They count in the overall stats for the summer, but not in WCL stats. A line drive base hit to center field. Kyle Casperson does get a pitch to hit after being hit twice and gets on it, whacks it to center. Eli Kennel to third, Luca DiPaolo to second. Casperson getting the base hit. And that'll bring to the plate Ethan Lovelace, and that'll bring Coach Brooks Dyer back to the mound. Doesn't appear as though anyone's throwing. Right-hander Steve Kovac has yet to record an out in the inning. A home run from Tanner Smith. Tanner's second of the game, back-to-back walks and another base hit. Dan tells me that the stats don't count in the WCL stats, but they do for the night. So there still will be a record, a statistical record of these games. And indeed, I'm happy for Tanner too. Dan says happy for Tanner Smith. 2 homer games are memorable, and they are. And he has one, and it's early. He may get another shot at it. So thank you for that, Dan. I appreciate the clarification. Ethan Lovelace homered back in the second, a 2-run blast to right, walked and scored in the third. The Knights leading 11-0. I was reaching for my phone to check on Old Diz versus the St. Louis Browns. I believe it was 1947. First pitch breaking ball from Steve Kovac misses high. Ball 1. Or for the not so much versus, but for St. Louis Browns in 47. Got to see what she says here. The 1-0 pitch to Lovelace with the bases loaded and nobody out. The Knights leading 11-0 in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch, Ethan takes high and away. It's in the SI Vault. Okay, they wrote a story about it in 1964. And so I've got one part of it right. Most people think Dizzy pitched his last big league game in The 3-2 pitch, Ethan takes low for ball 4. And picks up the run batted in on the bases loaded walk. Eli Kennel comes down the line to score 1. The strike 1 pitch rolled foul to coach the batter. Bill DeWitt, the general manager of the St. Louis Browns in 47, wanted to sign Dizzy to a $1 contract so he could pitch in this sort of exhibition game of sorts for the Browns. Dizzy was only 36 years of age then. But Dean on the air was remorselessly exposing their pitchers' deficiencies. Tyler tried to check his swing, apparently succeeded in doing so. No swing, and the count 1-1. So somehow, some way, they got through it, and there's a long article in the SI Vault about Dizzy's return to the diamond at the age of 36. A pop fly, Kovac, 13-0 Knights. Kovac's to the plate, and Darby out in front. Hits it foul. I think I might have added an S to Steve Kovac. Thinking of the late, great Ernie, one of my father's favorites. I don't know if any of you ever heard or know of his work. Your Show of Shows, I think. Burl, Sid Caesar, and company. The strike 1 pitch. My dad absolutely loved Ernie Kovacs, and Ernie never quite got the type of opportunities in the film business that I think will probably befitting his talent, at least according to what my dad said. Anyway, Steve Kovac to the plate, a 1-1 pitch pulled foul, and the count goes to 1-2. Most of the pitchers' wives were calling on Bill DeWitt when Dizzy was calling the games and saying, quote, if that big lug thinks he can do any better than my husband, why doesn't he get out there and try? One player's wife asked Bill DeWitt, and so in mid-September with both teams out of a pennant race, that's when it happened for old Diz. Changeup swung on and missed, strike 3. And I'm surprised. I was looking for a short Wikipedia summary. This is a long article in the SI Vault some 17 years later. 15,000 came out when they knew of the stunt that would involve Dizzy pitching. And Dizzy did a nice job. I can't get through all the details, but the point is he did put his money where his mouth was, and at the age of 36 reached back a little bit. Had lost his fastball because of the line drive off his toe in the All-Star game 9 years earlier. And retired early at the age of 31. Very sad story in that respect. But came back for that memorable outing against St. Louis in 1947. The pitch to Lavoie is swung on and missed, and the inning is over. The Knights bat around for the second time in the ball game. They score 3 more here in the fourth. They leave 3, and after
You knock 'em down. Island Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids off I-5 and Highway 20. And
Bo Kearns delivers the first pitch of the top of the 5th inning to Kobe Welty, who fouls it into Urchin Alley to my right. The strike 1 pitch fouled away in the count 0-2. Kobe Welty, Spencer Siegel, and Jonas Salk. Strike 2 pitch, poke foul towards the Omaha room. The Kalapua Brewing Company folks are enjoying themselves tonight with a good seat, and one of them is going home with a souvenir. They do a great job at Kalapua Brewing, and they're here tonight. The strike 2 pitch foul back. It'll be a Two Towns Tuesday tomorrow night with respect to the rest of our great sponsors. Two Towns Tuesday tomorrow, 6:35, and a Block 15 Thursday on Thursday, after the Knights have a quick trip down the road to Springfield for a game against the Drifters Wednesday. Welty takes a pitch in the turf, 1-2 the count. Bo Kearns has gone all the ways into the 5th, 13-0 Knights. He bounces his 1-2 pitch. 2-2 the count. Welty, Siegel, and Salk. The pitch from Bo lifted to left, moving over on the ball and in a few steps. Logan Johnstone makes the catch, 1 away, and Spencer Siegel will make his way. Jonas Salk with 2 down and nobody on. The 9-hole hitter out of the University of Portland incoming takes high, ball 1, 1-0. Bounced into a force play in the second. The 1-0 pitch from Bo, knee-high fastball for a strike, 1-1 the count. When you visit Corvallis to catch Knights baseball down the stretch in 2022, we encourage you to stay at your locally owned Best Western Corvallis, the official hotel partner of your Corvallis Knights. The 1-1 pitch foul back, 1-2 the count. It's close to Goss with the largest hotel rooms in the city and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. 13-0 Knights in the 5th. Bo delivers ground ball slowly to short. Charged by Darby, bobbled by Darby once and twice, and no play for Xander. A lot of turf to cover. We'll see how Brooks Hatch scores it. Will probably go as a base hit. Even if Darby fields cleanly with the amount of turf that he had to cover, it would have been a close play, and it's possible that Salk would have beaten it out. It will be an error on Xander, and that'll bring Nick Alder back to the plate. Nick has singled and struck out. Bo's first pitch, a strike, and the count 0-1. Now, the Knights have shut down their run game for the night, I would think. Pape Material Handling all season long with All Pro Property Services has been contributing to Community Outreach, Inc. for every Knights stolen base again this summer. Tremendous collaborative effort with the Knights, All Pro Property Services, and Pape Material Handling. The strike 1 pitch swung on and missed in the count 0-2. Community Outreach, Inc. benefiting from the aggressive attack on the base paths for the Knights again this summer. Bo strike 2 pitch foul back. To learn more about the One Step Closer to Home initiative involving the aforementioned partners, please visit CorvallisKnights.com/COI and see if you might be able to contribute yourselves to the great effort that all of the aforementioned are involved with. Bo Kearns out of the stretch. The right-hander delivers, fastball foul back. Pretty good stamina for Bo Kearns. And again, I don't know if like old Diz, it's been 6 years since he's pitched in a game competitively, but he looks like...
Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
Cole Bertram is the new pitcher for the Northwest Star Nighthawks as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Knights leading 13-0. A run in the first, 7 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Tanner Smith has hit 2 home runs in the ball game. Logan Johnstone and Ethan Lovelace have home runs. Been a fun night. Beginning to cool a bit. The entire ballpark now is engulfed in shade, and the evening shadows save for a slice of sun out in left center, a little bit in right center. Still extremely warm, and just now the hint of a little breeze blowing out slightly to left center. I'm going to see if I can get a update on the temperature. Oh, yeah, it's cooled off to 96 as we approach 8 o'clock. River revelers were out in huge numbers. Yesterday I was able to enjoy when the Knights' 1 o'clock game was over. Very skillful, I'll say. You know, I joined my family, which was out on what they call Party Island in the middle of the Willamette across from the Crystal Lake boat landing, and had to work hard to get through the current to join them, but got there safely. But it took a lot, quick and vigorous, aggressive paddling to get there. Drifted quite a ways down, but then walked back up the island. We had a great time. Following Steve Kovac and Nico Guevara. Bertram to the plate. Tanner swings and fouls it straight back, and the count remains 1-2. Tanner Smith, Eli Kennel, and Luca DiPaolo in the bottom of the fifth. I was visiting between innings with Mackenzie Malett, Brady's sister, about things they've been doing. They went to Newport today and enjoyed their first trip to the Oregon coast. Living in Utah, it must have been a wonder to be landlocked like that and to be able to see the ocean. I saw the sea. The pitch missing high to Tanner, 2-2 the count. Breaking ball from Bertram misses for ball 3. Something that we take for granted here, living just about an hour away from Newport in Corvallis. But it is a wonder, and they said they had a great time over there today. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Smith rips it to left center field. This will stay in the yard, but elude the glove of Caden Parker and roll all the way to the warning track. Could Tanner Smith be thinking about an inside the Parker? Yes, he's rounding third, on his way to the plate. The throw to the plate, not in time. And inside the park, home run for Tanner Smith, his third homer of the game. The Knights lead it 14-0. And Tanner Smith waved around after his line drive wasn't caught, by the center fielder, Caden Parker, who laid out for it. The ball rolled all the way to the warning track in straightaway center. And the Knights, with the new third base coach, Mason Lee, taking over for Brooke Knight. And Mason said, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. He waved at her. And it would have taken a perfect relay from Jonas Salk out in left center from Parker. It was on a hop to the catcher, Welty, and an inside the park home run for Smith. 14-0 Knights. Eli Kennel now the batter. And Cole Bertram falls behind Eli. 2 balls and no strikes. Wow. A 3-homer game. I'm not sure how many of those I've seen in the history of the Knights. The 2-0 pitch, a check swing by Eli, high for ball 3, 3-0. I've not seen many at Oregon State over the years. Joe Gerber, Andy Jarvis. Saw Jim Wilson hit 3, but I wasn't calling that in 82. Eli Kennel swings at the 3-0 pitch, a towering foul down the right field line past Casey Corner and well out of play. The count 3-1. Jacob Melton last year hit 3. But here tonight at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, one of them an inside the Parker, but quite frankly the most exciting one, the most exciting moment of this game. The crowd buzzing about that, watching Tanner get the inside the park home run, his 3rd homer of the game. So he joined some of the aforementioned who have hit 3 homers in this ballpark. Eli Kennel swings and hits one foul down the left field line. It remains 3-2 to Eli. 14-0 Knights in the bottom of the 5th. Cole Bertram reading his battery mate Kobe Welty. The 3-2 pitch to Eli. He swings and fouls that one Waldo way. It remains 3-2. Mackenzie and Dalton were telling me that I asked if they floated the river yet, one of the grand activities in the Mid-Willamette Valley in the summer. Eli takes ball 4. They said no, but he said they heard about it from the guys, from Brady, that he's heard about how much fun that is. There have been very few days off, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping that some of the guys, that used to be years ago when my kids were younger, oftentimes our house was the launching point for big floats. Been down the river with a lot of the Knights players through the summers. No calls. We still have the tubes and the kayaks and so on, and they're ready any time for the players, but they don't have any time off. Ground ball to third, to throw to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Luca DiPaolo is aboard on the fielder's choice, 5-4. 1 away with Kennel forced at second. But I'm hoping that before it's all said and done that there will be an opportunity for the fellas to enjoy one of the great pastimes in our town in the summer, these hot days, enjoying the beautiful Willamette and a leisurely float. And they're welcome to use our tubes and our house as a launching point anytime, as we did back in some really fun days in the early days of Knights baseball in this town, the summers of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All through those years, a lot of the guys would show up and off we'd go. But there were some days off, a few more back then. The first pitch to Kyle Casperson, a strike, and the count 0-1. Fastball from Cole Bertram away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 14-0 Knights. Luca DiPaolo at first with 1 out. Kyle's been hit twice and singled to center. He takes low and inside. Two balls and a strike to Kyle Casperson. Bertram settles in at the belt. The right-hander delivers. A chopper towards third. Schleichart throws low to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Casperson aboard on the fielder's choice, 5-4. It appears as though Coach Brady, Casey Dyer, his son Brooks, conflating the two names. Not Brady, but Casey Dyer and Brooks Dyer have inserted Josh Schleichart into the ball game at third, who began his career at the University of Utah, now headed to Clark College. Schleichart taking over for Josh Manser, who played a very good third base. The first pitch to Ethan Lovelace misses for ball one, 1-0. 14-0 Knights. The most thrilling moment of the ball game. Tanner Smith's inside the park home run to lead off the inning. Ethan Lovelace swings and it's one foul above the upper grandstand into Waldo Way to our left. Luca DiPaolo, the runner at first, with two down. And Cole Bertram for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Part of the Jerry Gatto vision. Jerry started this back in 2003. The pitch goes over the head of Ethan Lovelace. Ethan's helmet falls off while ducking out of the way. The baseball didn't knock it off, but an aggressive duck on Lovelace's part, and his helmet fell to the turf. 2 balls and a strike to Ethan, who blasted a 2-run homer in the second, has walked, and walked again with the bases loaded. He takes a pitch down and in, ball 3, dropped by Kobe Welty, no movement from Kyle Casperson at first. 14-0 Knights in the bottom of the 5th. Bertram from the stretch, and the 3-1 pitch high and away, ball 4. Coach Dyer was trying to share with me a little bit about the history of the Star Academy and Jerry Gatto, the great coach at Lewis and Clark for so many years. When Jerry passed away, his wife Carol then wanted to keep the program going, and it came under the auspices, from what I understand, of Wade Siegel and Tony Bonacci, the owners of the Ridgefield Raptors, as part of the Southwest Washington baseball world. Out of the stretch works Bertram. The pitch on the 0-2 offering, swung on and missed by Logan. The inning is over. The Knights settled for 1, but it was the most exciting run of this ball game. An inside the park home run for Tanner Smith, who's hit 3 homers in the game. And the Knights have 5 homers in the game, 3 of them for Tanner. We go to the 6th. The Knights 14 and the Nighthawks nothing. On 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers.
Go ahead and make this a 2. We got a pitching change. Make this a 2, please, Garrett. 2. Thank you.
Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or
at Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great creativity, like pad thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Cooper Martineau will lead things off against Brady Malett. So I'm very pleased that on a night I get to meet Brady's sister and looks like husband, just based on looking at the jewelry that both are wearing. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but met Dalton and Mackenzie. And they were hoping, they're leaving tomorrow, driving back to Utah. And they had yet to see Brady pitch. They've been here for almost a week. And here he is. And they've just moved from their seats to my right to go video Brady's return to the mound. The first pitch missing for ball one. It might have been a strike, but the ball was dropped. Now the 1-0 pitch dropped by the catcher. I'm not sure this is DePaulo. I'm trying to see if the Knights have brought somebody else in to catch. Brady from the stretch with nobody on. The 2-0 pitch to the backstop. And the count 3 balls and no strikes. So maybe a little bit of rustiness for Malett. Not Malett. Thank you, Mackenzie. Brady Malett. The 3-0 pitch from Brady is ball 4. Standing through 5. The first walk yielded by Knights pitching tonight. Caden Parker with a count of 0-1 struck out and fouled out against Bo Kearns. Bo went 5 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Was very good. A tremendous outing for one of the Knights coaches. And again, as I said, no matter how it would have gone, the players still would have had full respect for Bo and his doctrines, his teachings. But it's nice to back up all of the things that he tries to inculcate in his pitchers by going out and doing it himself. Caden Parker takes low and in, 1-1 the count. Brady Malett out of the stretch. Big lefty to the plate. That's inside. That's off the mid of DePaulo. And down to second base on the wild pitch goes Cooper Martineau. Not quite sure what's going on with Luca, who looks into his mitt, tries to figure out what's happening. That was a wild pitch, don't get me wrong, but a lot of pitches have been around the plate, and Luca hasn't caught them cleanly. So I'm hoping that speaks to good movement on the part of Malett's pitches. He hasn't commanded them per se yet, but that ball could be really difficult to receive. 2 balls and a strike. Brady comes to the plate, swung on and rolled foul to Coach Dyer at third, and that evens the count at 2-2. 14-0 Knights in the top of the 6th inning. First Alternative Co-op is your community-owned grocery store, providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. They make it easy at the Co-op for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. The 2-2 pitch from Brady, very high, ball 3, 3-2. Be sure to stop by the First Alternative Co-op and enjoy their fresh brewed coffees, house-made pastries, delicious salads, and much, much more. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op. Malett's 3-2 pitch is hit fair down the left field line by the diving Tyler Quinn. Cooper Martineau will score. Caden Parker into second with a double. And the Nighthawks are on the board. It's now Corvallis 14 and the Northwest Star Nighthawks 1 on the RBI double for Caden Parker. That'll bring Alex Soule to the plate. Alex has singled to center and grounded out to third. Malett has been on the shelf. He's returned. His sister corrected our mispronunciation all season long of his name. It's not a major variation on his last name, but I did when I said, you guys, you have somebody on the team. Yeah, my brother plays for the team. Who's your brother? Brady Malett, she answered quickly. I didn't want to correct her as Alan Arkin corrected Carl Reiner. Gloucester. Brady Lavoie in right field will receive a fly ball and make the catch. Caden Parker was going on the pitch. He turned around and heads back to second base with Alex Soule flying out to Lavoie. One away and Josh Manser, the hitter. Brady just 3 innings pitched for Coach Henderson this past spring. But a guy getting to play for the team he grew up being a big fan of. A ground ball to short. Xander Darby throws high. And it'll be a base hit for, I'm not sure whom this is. It's not Mansur. I guess it is Mansur. Stayed in the game and moved to a different position. Not all of that communicated here. It's a base hit for Mansur on the ground ball to the hole at short, but then a throwing error by Xander Darby enabling Caden Parker to go to third. Malett delivers to Nickel, who once got to meet Bat and Crash Corrigan at some sort of publicity event and take a photograph with him. The pitch to Mason Masterson misses. Ball 2, 2-1. A run in here in the top of the 6th. Malett delivers a good fastball on the corner for a strike. The runner is automatically out, the hitter, but going down to second base on what will be a pass ball is Josh Mansur. 2 down, and Kobe Welty, the batter. Kobe Welty has struck out and flied to left. 14-1 Knights. Bo Kearns 5 scoreless. The Nighthawks have broken through for a run here in the 6th. Have a chance for a couple of more. First pitch breaking ball from Brady. Catches the inside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. Caden Parker at third. Josh Mansur at second. The strike 1 pitch from Brady Malett outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Back to league action tomorrow night with the Springfield Drifters here. 6:25 pregame, 6:35 first pitch. Off to Springfield Wednesday, back home to the Drifters on Thursday. Welty whacks it to center field, base hit. Parker scores. On his way to the plate is Josh Mansur. He scores. And the Nighthawks have scored 3 runs in the inning. A 2-run single for Kobe Welty. And it's now the Knights 14 and the Nighthawks 3. Brett Joner will get an opportunity to hit now. Spencer Siegel had an infield single and grounded out. Brett Joner here in the 6th comes to the plate against Brady Malett. Brady's first pitch, a strike dropped by Luca DiPaolo. No balls and 1 strike to Brett Joner. Brett's first plate appearance in this exhibition affair at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The strike 1 pitch, a ground ball to Eli Kennel. He will flip to Xander Darby covering for the force at second to retire the side. But the Nighthawks, after being shackled by Bo Kearns, 3 hits and no runs through 5, get 3 here in the 6th on 3 base hits, an error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Knights 14, the Nighthawks 3. A new pitcher coming in. We'll be back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North Ninth Street, Corvallis.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious, made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders.
To 3, the Nighthawks just getting 3 runs in the top of this inning, and now in the bottom half, Tyler Quinn to lead things off. Tyler will be followed by Xander Darby and then Brady Lavoie. The new pitcher for Northwest Star is Holden Garcia. And the first pitch from the right-hander, an incoming freshman to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Garcia, very casual, kind of odd, unorthodox style. Ground ball to Garcia. Holden fields and flips to first to retire Tyler Quinn. 1 ball and no strikes the count. I haven't seen anything quite like Garcia's approach, and I'm not sure that I will do it justice. But as he winds up, he's just sort of like, do I really want to be out here? Maybe I'd like to be somewhere else. I guess I'll go ahead and throw a pitch. I mean, that's what it looks like to me as he delivers to Xander Darby away. Now, he obviously doesn't have that attitude, but he has that look, quite honestly. Okay, here we go. He winds, kicks, and comes back with a 1-0 pitch. Darby fouls it at the plate, and the count 1-1. I'm going to look Holden up as we go here. Anybody who is talented enough to pitch for Larry Lee at Cal Poly, he's got plenty of talent and the right attitude, I'm sure. But if you were here, if you could see what I'm talking about, I think you join me in understanding what I'm getting at. The 1-1 pitch down and away, ball 2. 2-1. I like it. It's different. And here he comes again. The 2-1 pitch, pulled foul. And it remains, or actually evens up, I should say, to Xander Darby at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holden Garcia from Bakersfield, 6'2", 205, and on his way to Cal Poly. Kicks and delivers 2-2 and bounces the 2-2 pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Stockdale High School in Bakersfield. Just graduated this past spring. Kicks and delivers to Darby, who grounds one to short. Jonas Salk. I think Jonas has been replaced by a different shortstop. He has. The throw to first is in time, 2 down. And Josh Manser, who made some excellent plays at third base, is now playing at short. And Brady Lavoie will come to the plate. Garcia with a good frame and a nice easy motion to the plate. Works Lavoie low, ball 1. The Knights have scored in every inning in this ball game. They're a little bit challenged here in the 6th to keep that rolling. 2 outs, nobody on. Garcia back to the plate with a 1-0 pitch. Lavoie, a slicing drive to right. Nicholas Lorenzo moving over and back to make the catch. And Holden Garcia, with his casual, nonchalant, and effective approach, retires the side in order. We go to the 7th. The Knights 14, the Nighthawks 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Go ahead and make this
Does your financial advisor
make this
take the
2
time to
minutes
really listen
also,
to you?
please,
Is your financial
Garrett. 2
strategy
minutes.
personalized
Got
for
a new
you
picture,
and your
thank
family?
you.
Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882.
Their home and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Evenflow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Evenflow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights, 14 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. They've drawn 8 walks. That's partly why the hits and runs are out of order, but they've also powered the hit 4 home runs tonight. 14 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors. Actually, 5 home runs the Knights have hit tonight. 3 by Tanner Smith, 1 by Logan Johnstone, and 1 by Ethan Lovelace. And 8 walks drawn. Josh Schleichart, the batter, his first at-bat of the game, and it's against Rylan Hyder. Rylan, missing with the 1-0 pitch, comes back with a fastball strike to Schleichart. Schleichart on his way to Clark College after beginning at the University of Utah. The 1-1 pitch, Josh checks and takes low. Schleichart in Jonas Salk's spot and now playing third base with Manser moving over to play short. The 2-1 pitch, Josh fouls it at the plate in the count 2-2. Top of the 7th inning, Rylan Hyder in for the Knights, following Bo Kearns, who was tremendous in his spot start, taking pressure off the staff, going 5 scoreless, allowing 3 hits, no walks, striking out 7. Brady Malett a bit up. Dropped by Luca DiPaolo for ball 1. 1-0. Trying to figure out what's happening with Luca back of the plate tonight. Doesn't seem to be seeing the ball well. The 1-0 fastball misses. And the count 2-0 to Nick Alder, who has singled to right and struck out twice. 14-3 Knights in the 7th. A bonus baby, superstar collegiate player, Rick Reichart. People were talking about him being the next Mantle. You put that kind of expectations on a young player, tough to live up to. I think out of Big Ten country. Or is it Pac-12? No, Big Ten. Michigan, I believe. 2-1 pitch, foul back, and the count 2-2. But because I read about reading him backs of baseball cards, mid-60s, when I would go to the Big A in Anaheim, I would always kind of focus in on Rick, hoping that he would someday live up to that superstar potential. And I think his biggest home run season was 16 one year. The 2-2 pitch, down and away, ball 3, 3-2. That's a name for long forgotten, I'm sure, and not even sung about by Dave Frischberg. 3-2, 1 out, 14-3 Knights in the top of the 7th. Rylan Hyder to the plate. The 3-2 fastball taken, strike 3 called. Good pitch. In fact, a couple of very good strikeout pitches for Rylan Hyder. Striking out Schleichart and Alder. And Cooper Martineau, the batter. Cooper has struck out twice and then drew a walk last inning. And that opened the door for a 3-run frame for the Nighthawks. And the breeze is picking up ever so gently, blowing out towards left center field. It feels good here in our perch adjacent to the McGrath family press box. In the top of the 7th, good ball game for the Knights. It's been a lot of fun to watch them hit the 5, and Tanner Smith with 3, and Tanner will have another opportunity coming. The 1-1 pitch to Cooper Martineau on the inside corner, strike 2, 1-2 the count. Tanner Smith will lead off the 7th. Could he hit a 4th? I've never seen that. Let's lean in on it when he comes to the plate. The 1-2 pitch, high and away, ball 2. The Knights back at it tomorrow night. Look forward to seeing you here on Two Towns Tuesday. Discounted beverages from Two Towns. 6:35. In Springfield Wednesday, back here Thursday against the Drifters. A one-hopper to third. Tyler Quinn fields cleanly at the belt buckle and throws across to Tanner Smith for the out. Tanner will lead things off, sitting on 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Knights 14 and the Nighthawks 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify
Okay, let's
for
go
benefits
to here
that you
also
earned.
with another
Home
new
loans,
pitcher coming in.
disability
Thank you.
compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going.
Comes to the plate against Brandon Merriweather. First ball swinging. It's a high pop foul off first. Coming over is the catcher, Colby Welty. Slides in front of his own dugout, not able to make the catch. The first baseman, Alex Soule, evidently was too deep to have much of a chance to make the play. Soule did not stay on the night. Swings and hits one high in the air to right center. The ballpark will keep it easily. Caden Parker, the center fielder, moves over to make the catch. Now, it doesn't mean that the bid is over. The way the Knights have been swinging the bats tonight, Tanner may yet get another opportunity, but it would need to be in the 8th inning. Certainly does not want to have that chance in the bottom of the 9th, because if he does, that means that the bottom fell out of everything on this beautiful summer evening in Corvallis. 14-3 Knights in the bottom of the 7th. Eli Kennel, the batter. Brandon Merriweather to the plate. A strike, 0-1 the count. Eli has flied to right, struck out, and walked twice. He scored a run. Knights baseball presented by Oregon State Credit Union. And they presented our big fireworks show back on the 3rd of July to rave reviews and a sellout crowd. Eli takes strike 2, 0-2 the count. If you live or work in one of 24 western or central Oregon counties, you're entitled to membership privileges and the full financial services provided by Oregon State Credit Union. Brandon Merriweather's strike 2 pitch just outside. You can join online at OregonStateCU.com or at one of their 12 branches. Oregon State Credit Union invests in all of our communities, and they're dedicated to creating financial solutions toward making local lives better. Merriweather's 1-2 breaking ball taken, strike 3 called. So the Knights, along with the 8 walks they've drawn, have also had 3 hit batsmen. Kyle Casperson has been hit twice. And Kyle Casperson, who has been the hittee twice in a single to center, bounded to third, will continue at Bushnell. After beginning his career at the University of Oregon, he swings and hits one foul into Urchin Alley to the right. No balls and 1 strike to Kyle. Ethan Lovelace on deck. Our 7th inning stretch tonight was provided by our friends at All Pro Property Services. Relax, they've got the bases covered at All Pro Property Services for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Casperson swings and fouls one back. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Luca DiPaolo held on at first by Alex Soul. Change pitchers again. Again, 1,299 looking on in the cool of the evening at Goss as we go to the 8th. The Knights 14 and the Nighthawks 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
You think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Yeah. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
12.
Entry song, not so much a walk-up, but same one that Jake Mulholland used during his outstanding career with the Beavers. God's Gonna Cut You Down, Johnny Cash. You got me thinking about a Johnny Cash song used in an entertaining film. The strike one pitch sliced down the right field line in the corner. Giving chase into foul territory is Brady Lavoie, and Brady makes the catch. 1 away. Nice job by Brady. A good read. Gets the out. Following Rylan Hyder, Brady Malett, and Bo Kearns, the 1-0 pitch is lifted to center and playable. Ethan Lovelace in dead center field under it and makes the catch. 2 down. The man comes around. At the end of the film, The Hunted. Tommy Lee Jones, as he came halfway, the ball rolling halfway up the line. DiPaolo might have he would have been the only one who had a chance to get it, running towards the ball, and maybe if he could have taken a stab at it, would have gotten a hand on the ball and thrown in one quick motion. But Manser gets the base hit. He's aboard with 2 outs on an infield squib single. Mason Masterson, the batter. Mason struck out in the 6th after taking over for Nicholas Lorenza. The first pitch high and inside to Mason. 1 ball and no strikes. Chase Reynolds out of the stretch. Comes back to the plate. The 1-0 pitch hit Lavoie's way. Brady calls. He started the inning with a catch and he ends it with 1. And right, the inning is over. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights 14 and the Nighthawks 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is
and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? Championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Management.com
Yes.
Or call 541-753-4180.
Joe Radio.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Knights leading 14-3. Ethan Lovelace takes low and away, ball 1 from Brandon Merriweather. Brandon comes set, delivers the 1-0 pitch, spins a breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 to Ethan, who blasted one of the 5 home runs for the Knights tonight. Tanner Smith with 3 of them. Ethan, a 2-run homer, back in the 2nd. No balls and 2 strikes. They called the first pitch a strike, evidently. The 0-2 pitch, strike 3 called. And Ethan Lovelace goes down looking. So the Knights, after their really hot and exciting start, a run in the first, 7 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and have quieted down. Scoreless in the sixth and seventh. A strikeout for Ethan Lovelace. And Brooke Knight, I think, is going to have a little bit of fun here. I'm not sure who he's calling upon. I think Neil Feist. Neil Feist, a pitcher, is going to get a chance to hit. Batting for Logan Johnstone. And the Knights' dugout is all fired up. Brandon Merriweather goes to work on Neil, who gets his first at-bat of the summer. Breaking ball strike, and the count 0-1. This is the second meeting between the Knights and the Nighthawks this year. The first one took place on the Science Day here, with all of the youngsters coming in and filling up the ballpark in the opener. Feist drives one to right field. Back on the ball goes Masterson to make the catch in right, taking an extra base hit away from Feist, who drove the ball, eliciting a huge roar from the Knights players and his teammates. And while that's an out, he comes back getting high fives from all of his teammates because he drove that ball with authority to right. Good catch by getting a nice greeting back in the dugout. Well deserved, because he put a good swing on that line drive out to right field. Dimitru is now coaching at third base for the Knights, and he had fun waving around Tyler Quinn, who had singled. Lavoie swings and misses. 0-1 the count. Brady is lined out, been aboard on an error, lined out again, struck out and flied to right. 15 runs, 11 hits for the Knights. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Merriweather from the stretch delivers Lavoie a high pop fly on the right side. The second baseman calling, Nick Alder, makes the catch. The inning is over. But the Knights get one more. A single by Quinn, a triple for Darby. We'll be back in 2 for the finish. The Knights 15 and Northwest Star 3 on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are
so
champions.
That should do it, right?
5 straight West Coast.
Okay, we'll wrap it up then. Thank you.
And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another
6 years in business. They have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the ninth inning, the Knights leading the Northwest Star Nighthawks 15-3. Will Clark gets the opportunity to close things out tonight following pretty good line of pitchers this evening for Corvallis. His first pitch is ripped into left field. It'll be an extra base hit and a rude greeting. Ball being chased down out in left for a leadoff double for Kobe Welty here in the top of the ninth. Neil Feist, who pinch hit for Logan Johnstone, stays in the game and plays left field, chasing the ball down in the corner. Kobe Welty with a leadoff double. He had a 2-run single in the 6th, so a good night for Kobe. Welty out of San Diego Christian. Will Clark to the plate. And this pitch goes to the backstop. Down to third goes Kobe Welty on the wild pitch. 15-3 Knights, 3 outs away from putting this exhibition game in the win column. Will Clark with 2 pitches, a double and a wild one, so he's hoping to kind of settle in here to bring this thing home following Chase Reynolds, Rylan Hyder, Brady Malett, and Bo Kearns. Josh has struck out in his only plate appearance. He took over for Jonas Salk. Clark delivers. Schleichart, a fly ball to right field. This will be deep enough to score 1. Brady Lavoie drops the ball, and Ethan Lovelace gathers. The throw back in is not in time. Lavoie moving over. The ball carried on him. It carried more than he expected it to, and he kept drifting and carrying to his right and ends up dropping the ball out in right center. So, yeah, it was plenty deep enough to score a run, and it also leaves Schleichart at second with 1 out. The Knights lead cut to 15-4, and that will be an error charged to Brady Lavoie for the drop ball in right field. No run batted in for Josh Schleichart. He hit it pretty well, and I think Lavoie was surprised by the carry. First pitch to the new hitter for the Nighthawks is foul back. Trying to get a read on whether this is Nolan Helgerson or not. The rosters were a little disjointed that we received. And so I'm looking for number 42. And I believe it's Helgerson, but there's some numbers scratched out. I don't know if Helgerson's 12 or 42. The pitch on the way is in there for a strike. I'll check here in a moment with Bobby Merwin to see if he might have some source of information as to who this batter is. The pitch on the way is strike 3 called. 2 down. And the batter will be Nick Alder. Nope. It's Cooper Martineau getting an opportunity here. Nick Alder struck out looking, or the hitter for Alder, and I'm still trying to find whom that might be. The handwriting here on the one roster I have is a little difficult to read. I think it's, I'm going to have to check. I apologize, but that's not somebody that we were given full information about. The batter is Martineau, and the first pitch a strike. 0-1 the count. 15-4 Knights in the top of the 9th inning. Will Clark out of the stretch to the plate and misses down and away. I'm going to take a little walk. I'll be right back to Bobby and see if he knew who the last hitter was. Hey, Bobby. Who? Okay, nobody has him. Brooks doesn't have him. Bobby didn't have him. Nobody has him. Our apologies to that whoever that was at the plate. We are not able to identify the young man. The pitch on the way, fouled away, in the count 1-2. He struck out, but we couldn't match up a uniform number and a player anywhere in any of the places we looked. The 1-2 pitch, a ground ball to short. Slowly, Darby fields and throws to Tanner Home Run Smith in time for the out. Tanner hit 3 tonight. The Knights win it 15-4. 15 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors. The Nighthawks 4 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors. Tanner Smith is our Washington Park Advisors player of the game with his 3 home run game. The Knights hit 5 homers on the evening and got out to a nice lead early. Logan Johnstone, as early as you can get, a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first. Ethan Lovelace, a 2-run homer in the second, and Tanner Smith took over from there. a solo shot in the fourth. Tanner came back up in the fifth inning, or Tanner in the second inning, a 2-run homer. In the fourth inning, a solo shot. And in the fifth, an inside-the-park home run to center. So Tanner Smith with 3 homers leads the way. The Knights use Bo Kearns, Brady Malett, Rylan Hyder, Chase Reynolds, and Will Clark to bring it home and win the ball game in comfortable fashion on a night that's cooled to 88 degrees. Started at 98. We're at 88 now. It's a very pleasant evening. And the Knights just keep it rolling. It was a non-league game, but they took control early and rode it home 15-4. We'll be back in league action tomorrow against the Springfield Drifters. We'll be on the air at 6:25. Two Towns Tuesday, presented by Two Towns Cider House. 6:25 pregame and a 6:35 first pitch. For Garrett Dworshak, this is Mike Parker thanking you for joining us at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, where Tanner Smith hits 3 homers. The Knights hit 5 home runs and beat the Northwest Star Nighthawks 15-4.